pledge love and loyalty to we country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone. We let we Salone. At this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we Salone. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We there, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We there, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We Salone.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, no man keraka. Come on, Konica, come on, Keraka. Jamucham, Mama Monica. Kai Pom, Yaman Konica. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Shake. The people that they gen. Then I go shem. They make me put the chicken in the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Forgive them best picture. They make me put the chicken in the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them best picture.
We pledge love and loyalty to we country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we Salone.
We Salone. I said no place like home. I like it talk and talk them, I like it talk and fight them.
Muna, good evening, good afternoon, good day. First and foremost, we've not been there on Friday because there was an emergency where I've been there for attend to. And that's why I've been there for postpone, which I get for talk on Friday. And now they can't deal with today. This platform are set up for a purpose, and the purpose is to help Sierra Leone to move out of the things them where they hold we back, because there are a lot of things holding us back, but everybody seem for the concern only about politics. Everybody seem for talk about partisan issues, about partisan persons. The politics of development, when are the most important thing, will not pay attention. Today, I want to take small time for do some teaching. Teaching not because I want to talk English, because not talk English, I talk yourself. Now, because I want to make we begin get certain things then clear. Politics, not something where we all know go avoid. Whether we like it or not, everything what they do has a political angle. In your home, for take care of your family, for do things that will go keep your family together, for make everybody respect everybody, let everybody unite with everybody, let everybody talk with everybody. Like a political process, because you are bringing people of different minds together, people of different thoughts together. So for say you not go talk politics, well, maybe the Sierra Leonean politics, the definition of say, politics in Sierra Leone, some of we not go talk them. But we are aware say every social and human interaction has a political angle. We are aware say even with interaction with other existence, animals, plants, there has to be some level of political maturity and political mixture for make things that work together. In Sierra Leone, what do they call politics? Not to politics. Now self-destruction. It is self-destruction because we they use something we for bring we together. We they use something we for help we work and build up something where everybody go benefit from for destroy we self. Everything we do in Sierra Leone that we call politics is a path towards self-destruction. And every day we they get access to tools, to equipment and other things where we know they try for study. Today, I can't talk about social media. Social media now a tool. How we use them, we go profit from them. How we misuse and abuse them, we go suffer the consequences. And if we get for be honest, if we really get for be honest, 90% of the social media we connect with Sierra Leone, they not contribute to the development of the country. 90%, I'm very sure about it. They contribute towards the development of the country. As a matter of fact, the abuse and misuse of social media now part of the problem what they lead we for make we continue for be divided. This is not partisan politics. This is not about blaming. I'm not there for blame nobody. I'm not there for back any political party against another one. I'm not there for tell una say this political party they use social media better than this other one. I then have for tell una say 90% of the way we they use social media in Sierra Leone na destructive way. And if we're not careful, why are they come with this topic? If we're not careful in Sierra Leone, social media therefore be the path where they lead we to another war. Well, when I say war, I mean war where weapons will be used to cause loss of lives and property. Because already we are at war psychologically. Sierra Leone has always been at war psychologically. Don't let for blindfold we self. Sierra Leone not ever be a peaceful place. We have always been at war. And this started centuries ago When a few people decide, say, then smart pass the other one, then for collaborate with foreigners, for take them company Sierra Leoneans them, then sell them into slavery. This started centuries ago when a few Sierra Leoneans thinking because they are in power, then for misuse power, for suppress them company them, then for profits, the other and then suffer. That social psychology of impunity is a war in itself. The social psychology of false class is a war in itself. And these are the things that are deep seated in our society we will not look at. Instead, we always cast blame. We always complain. But I will give you now a short story. It's a story and it's also a factual situation. Sometime between 1978 and 1979, I had to do a research for an educational project. We go be my education thesis because at that time, na na what itself I study education I study at Jala at that time, and at that time I had to do a project where for deliver to the Faculty of Education for get me bachelor in education. Sorry, we'll be there off Facebook. I think I don't get on now. So the professor, now be my supervisor, then Dr. J.T. Kago, may his soul rest in peace. We sit down, we discuss. Now I say, take this topic. He gave me a topic. He said, go and do a research on the locus of control of people and pupils in the Western area. He said, design a questionnaire for ask speaking the how they go school, then also ask them, parents them, questions where correlated to what's in the picking and the think, so that we will see how we can build this into an educational research thesis for you. I went on it, spent some time, over a year. They do them gradually because it was a scientific project. I get for gather data, I get for analyze data, etc., etc. At the end of the day, that research there point one thing where I believe say with me years of experience, especially so spending 20 and more years working in Sierra Leone, that research there has been proven to be part of the social psychology of Sierra Leone. The findings we get from that research there is that we not take responsibility. Anything will happen. If even we are the main active participant, we get the greatest responsibility in that event or whatever you choose for column. If you not go fine with a point, now this make it happen, now that make it happen, now which then which me, now this. But when it go fine with a big, oh, no, we do now we do this is who we are. That's social psychology of external locus of control. Whether it's external, you get two locus of control. You get internal, you get external. Internal, you dey accept responsibility when things go wrong. When you do am well, you quietly dey accept, say, okay, I did it well. If other people then work with you, people that will get internal locus of control, if other people then work with them, when things go well, then they praise the other people there. Because they know say, then self get the validation, say now we all do am. But people with external locus of control, when things go wrong, they will blame one of the team members. They will blame some external force. They will complain about some machine not working, some appointment not being honored, etc., etc. But they will never take blame. They didn't cause it. That's why even in Sierra Leone, we always look for say circumstance. It's no circumstance beyond your control. There's no circumstance beyond your control. Due to circumstance beyond our control. No, man. No, sir. Every circumstance is within your control. You did not think properly. You did not plan properly. In acting, you forgot about the processes. So something went wrong somewhere. Don't blame anybody. Take the blame. Because we they refuse for take blame na Sierra Leone. Now I make today the use of social media is more harmful than useful to Sierra Leone. We abuse and misuse social media because we don't want to take responsibility of our actions. For those up there who think they have access to the resources of the state, then they use the resources of the state for gaslight, for deceive and lie to the masses using social media. They don't come direct. Well, some come direct. Every day, every minute, we have Minister of Information talking. We don't need all those talks. We need results, mister. Show us the results, not the talks. And if the results are there, we were the ones who will be talking to you, thanking you for doing it. You don't need to come and tell us. Coming to tell us that we have done this, we are doing this, we are doing that. That's misuse of social media. They say action speaks louder than words. Do what needs to be done, then we'll see things work. In this place where I live, we don't have a minister of information. We have a minister of culture who controls all media and other things, but no minister of information. In this country where I live, we don't have a government spokesman. It will surprise people that the government of Norway does not have government spokesman or government spokesmen. If anything happens, the ministry where it happens has a senior officer who goes and talks to the public. He's not a spokesman. Spokesman is propaganda. That's misuse of social media. If I want any information about anything, I write to the media official or the media department. And of course, here, every official number and email is online. I need only to go to the website of the government, Ministry of this. Who do I contact for this? The email is there. The telephone number to contact is there. I call them, they give the information. Or they will tell me, send me your email, we'll send you the information that you need. That's all. That's the use of social media. But for go sit down, they talk about things them where na created realities that don't exist. That's misuse of social media. Where does the abuse come from? It comes from that thing that you call politics in Sierra Leone, which is not politics. It's self-sabotaging. Politicians have people they fund who are all over the place using Facebook, using YouTube, using whatever platform, WhatsApp, audio, video, streaming, to propagate things that we don't see the results of. They use them to propagate things that will only bring hate and division in the society. Now, even within the political parties, every, well, of course, the first thing is we need to ask, do we have political parties in Sierra Leone? Because if we have political parties, there should be ethical and moral standards within each of them that determines what should be said and not said about the official issues within the party. The party should know going to the media to talk about candidates, to talk about elections when we are years away from it is ethically wrong. Even if there is no law that says nobody should be campaigning and canvassing until such time when parliament has been dissolved, it's ethically wrong. For Sidon, they cause na social media, one, this candidate, they cause down there because they are the ones doing it. They don't come and show it. They use people to do it. They tell you how classless and morally bankrupt your politicians are. If they can be paying people to come to the media to insult other people because they think they want the upper hand, that's moral and ethical decadence. The Sierra Leonean masses, the Sierra Leonean public need for wake up to the facts here. The Sierra Leonean masses need for wake up to the fact that whatever is going on now, in order to only create dysfunction in the state, it is set the foundation for hate who go lead we country to another war. And by God, if Sierra Leone mistake for slide back into another war, it's this time is either going to be a regional or an ethnic fueled war. God, let us pray for God to save Sierra Leone. We therefore put a stop to this by saying it as I am saying it. Because the constitution of Sierra Leone is clear about where power is. Power lies in the hands of the people. Sovereignty belongs to the people. That's said in an entrenched chapter of the Constitution. Chapter 2, Section 5, A and B. It's clearly stated that sovereignty belongs to the people, and the authority of government is derived from that sovereignty and this document, that is the Constitution referring to itself. So then bigotry manner where people let on they talk and do things necessarily before begin put checks to them. Life is not about me having it all, others having to go according to my wish. Who gave you that power? Who made you God over the humankind? If you know the meaning of the word I am, then you would understand that each human being has a connection with God. That is why when they ask your name, they say, what is your name? What are you name? The first way they say, na me. Or then, me name na. Me name na. I am. There's the divinity in each of us. And that has to be respected by each of us. I am. I am called boy. My divine identity is boy. Your divine identity is John or Mary or Abdul. It's our divinity that we identify when we say I am. And of course, even in the African tradition, names go beyond mere words. They convey meaning. They convey spiritual connections. The problem who gets in Sierra Leone is education don't make we a lot more ignorant than we should be. That's what we call education. We're not to education. We're in a brainwashing process. It don't make we more ignorant than we should be. That's why you see those that you expect most from in that elite class, in that political class, now then they do the most ethical and morally bankrupt things then. And they would want to impose on you by using some language which is not theirs. Sierra Leone is to make progress. There are certain things where we, the citizens, therefore sit down, we begin ask questions, we begin examine, we begin find solutions to. And one thing we therefore be very careful of. Most of us who come to social media, we come with hidden agenda. We come to gaslight people so that we will get recognition and fame and use that for further we agenda for good thief and lie. We, the people, we get for open ways, we get for open way for think and understand. There is a lot of deception and gaslighting going on. 90% of the people who they can preach to una, then get hidden agenda. I am saying this because I was born in Sierra Leone. I am saying this because I walked in Sierra Leone and I'm still ready for doing for make Sierra Leone a better place. One thing I will say, I will never go into partisan politics or run for political office in Sierra Leone. That is why I've made up my mind. I'm going to keep my Norwegian citizenship. For as long as Sierra Leone get dual citizenship, I'll keep my Norwegian citizenship because I'm not going to run for political office. As a matter of fact, on my passport, my place of birth is Freetown, Sierra Leone. So that means I still have my spiritual and citizenship connection to Sierra Leone. Nobody can deny that. It's my choice to or not to renege on my Norwegian citizenship and take back Sierra Leonean citizenship. But that's notwithstanding, because of my birth in Sierra Leone, I have all the moral and legal rights to fight on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. The only thing is, I cannot be voted into public office, and I don't want that. It's not my agenda. But I want to know 90% of the people coming to social media preaching that they can solve the problems of Sierra Leone. They are misusing and abusing social media to gaslight you into beliefs that they can do it. They will come here to insult Julius Maderbill. Julius Maderbill is not my cup of tea. He is part of the problem. I say he's part of the problem because whatever he's doing today in Sierra Leone is a manifestation of how rotten our society has gone. Whatever he's doing today in Sierra Leone is a manifestation of how hypocritical we have become. Whatever he's doing in Sierra Leone today, good or bad, is a manifestation that we as a people lack the capacity to sit and rationalize properly for us to build a collective condition that will take us forward. But whatever he is doing, killing people, stealing money, getting involved in drug trafficking, that should be a lesson we should learn from. And that should be the catalyst that should bring right thinking men together to say, okay, we have learned from this. How can we move away from this so that this does not repeat itself? But whilst we are thinking that way, we have to be careful. Because like I said, there are those who will come and gaslight you, pretending they have the answers, when in fact they are just like the bio mentality. And I therefore be careful. And I therefore be careful. For all those of us listening today, I want to know say social media is the easiest way to change Sierra Leone if it is used, not misused or abused. In those days when some of us were growing up, if I write a letter to somebody in the United Kingdom, it took close to a month for the letter to reach the person. Then it will take another month if the person answers instantly for me to get a reply. Today, I can send an email to everybody in Sierra Leone from where I sit. Yes, I can send SMS to every telephone in Sierra Leone from where I sit. Yes, it will only cost money, but the tools are there for us to use. If we want to use social media to create a proper society, we can use it. If we want to abuse it to create chaos, we can do so. The choice is ours. Life is a choice. And as far as I see, at this material moment, we have chosen to misuse and abuse social media. And that is getting hate, division, and impunity deeply rooted in the society. That's why even hey, yeah, wait for 20. Yes, we are going to wait for 2020. There is no alternative. That I can tell you. Whatever we do now, the next elections in Sierra Leone may be at the date that is legally defined, which is every 5 years. Maybe. Maybe some circumstance may arise that may push it forward. Maybe some circumstance may arise that may push it backwards. Whichever way it is, a change of government in Sierra Leone is only going to take place through an elections. That one we have to get clear. But what we have to pay attention to, what we must be focused on, is the fact that whichever way it goes, if we don't get our ethical and moral structures right, if there is going to be an elections in Sierra Leone, there is the possibility for it to deteriorate into chaos. Me not the car for counter. And God no go makam, una be no makam pa una ignorance and stupidity. Una be no makam na Sierra Leone with una division. All man getting blogger and hogger. Now they talk authority all over the place. They mix up, box up the country. God does not interfere in the affairs of mankind because he took a covenant. He said, let us make man in our image and likeness and let us give him free will. Free will. Don't give him choice. If you make correct choice, profits they come. If you make wrong choice, halaki they meet you. Whatever you suffer in life is the product of choices that you make. Whatever you suffer in this life, it's your fault. Accept it. Find out how you made it wrong. Then do what you have to do to correct it. Sierra Leone has made bad choices, and we continue to make bad choices. We made bad choices even before independence. We made bad choices post-independence that took us to a stupid war. After the war, the cyber highway became open for everybody because up to 1999, cyber highway not been open in Sierra Leone. At the time when we left Sierra Leone, 1999, 2nd June, we began mobile phone and mobile communication, but it was limited. It was very limited. Seal Jackson Smith, may his soul rest in peace, Kojak, being get a mobile company, like Roxy building, where them in a give rent out phone to people, but they're not being a SIM card. There was a network connection that was limited. Then came some other people with Denyun. As a matter of fact, after 1999, by which time I was in Conakry, Guinea, now mobile communication, internet, etc., became more open within the Mano River Union. From that time to now, rather than we use them things here for build up we serve, the mentality of abuse and misuse, we put her into them things here. Now social media is full of bloggers. Everybody sabi how to solve saloon problem. So man they talk like you get a robot and I'm not. Be careful, na salon. Be careful. What they tell you now, because morally, ethically, and to some level emotionally. If anything goes wrong in Sierra Leone, I go feel am. But some of us are beginning to reach the point where we were saying, Salome had for help. So Lord left the house then so. And if some of we do that, will they come on a social media? And again, that's what they do on social media for profit. If I want to make profit on internet, there are other ways I can do it. As a matter of fact, I am building some of these, but it will take time for it to become active. There are a million ways to make money on the internet, not to come and sit here to be talking to people who are even recalcitrant to their own progress. A country who say everybody they are on the same culture. A country who say everybody they are on the same name, etc., etc. If the people in Sidon, they cause effect, they do underhand game for hate, preach hate, so that then go get the upper hand. Hey, some of us are not there to fight anybody. As a matter of fact, I not get reason for fight anybody for Sierra Leone resource. I may not be rich, but there are access to resources that I have that I may not need Sierra Leone's resource. I may not need political office in Sierra Leone. If I get for do anything we connected with political offices in Sierra Leone, the highest level you go reach now for be an advisor. And that now they put me in an office. I know they go sit on an office for nobody. You want my advice? Call me. Give me what you have for advice you for. Give me time. I go build a concept note and everything. We discuss them. If we get for do research, etc., we do them. Then I provide you with the advice. This is how some of us may operate if we want to. So for people to think that they can use social media or misuse social media because that's the best way they can block other people's image, then promote themselves. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time, honestly. For politicians in Sierra Leone to be abusing social media to paint each other black, you're wasting your time. Because at the end of the day, when you go into the political office, you can for realize it's not all bright and beautiful. When you get there, you will begin to see who controls what. Then you see how powerless and useless you are. What I change this mentality, let change. The Sierra Leone crisis is the mentality. Read all thing I want time for myself. Well, take all. And make sure say we take all no come there forever. Because if you get for die, you go take what you able, quietly enjoy yourself, do what you get for do, you wait and reach, you go suffer. But if you say, now you no more, other people for there under you will soon find out there will be no one under you. There will not be no one under you. The people of Sierra Leone need for revisit a lot of things. The people of Sierra Leone need for reconsider the role and importance of social media. There is power in social media. If we get an agreement, we build ethical standards and other things, then we go guide we how for use them. In the next 5 to 10 years, Sierra Leone will change because change is not about buildings. It's not about roads. It's not about cars. Change is a process of psychology. How you think is what brings change. If you don't think properly, then you mess up things. If you take all the people from Norway to Sierra Leone, they take all the people from Sierra Leone to Norway because the two countries get almost similar population. With all the developed things where they are, 10 years down the line, this place will be worse than Sierra Leone as it is today. 10 years down the line, Sierra Leone is going to be a very beautiful developed country. Not because God is partial to make the Norwegian more intelligent. It's because we don't think properly. We therefore accept that. As a people, we therefore begin accept that. You as you think, and your environment reflects how you think. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, as usual. What a wonderful topic. God bless you. We all
God
really
bless
listen
we
to
all,
you.
sir. This is for all of us.
Well, you created a platform in the first place. We give the opportunity, Lord listens. So that I make, but I accept also, sir. But thank you. The issue, I just want to say a few things about social media.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Social media, you know, it all now, as I can say something in the past, I say technology now the biggest enemy of today bad people.
So, as you call it, how you don't qualify with bad people.
Yeah. So now the biggest enemy, because I be enemy is that one thing, social media, it gets something, it creates for that way we share information, knowledge in real time. It changed the time and space where human beings they function, policy makers, development experts and everything. Where we say your activities are out there in as much as you they as somebody as a policy maker, as somebody with in leadership. And the problem we have is that um, when we get what we call um, state institutions. State institutions, they don't come by accident. A government, they go, government, they come. They did it.
Yes.
And like when they mention Norway, if you take the Norwegian Senate to Sierra Leone, please don't make it 10 years.
Right.
Them, don't make it 10 years. They will be better than the Sierra Leoneans we say, and Norway, we meet everything on there. Because one, we not get that orientation of either building stuff, maintaining stuff. Even when they build stuff, I see Kabbalah Road, oh small, they make Kabbalah Road.
Yeah.
CSC.
Yeah. You find way down with that example.
CSC, now example, where that company they be the work, they would they see them. Now McKinney. Today, it don't sound like Poto Poto. The entire from McKinney, Ted na Kabbalah, na Poto Poto. So we don't have that concept of with the create to maintain. So the point why they say here is that when Madam Yoka, the first thing we try to do, now for remove everybody and put who that it belong to, as well as the media. When we get the media not just an extension of the citizens of the state. And when you come, you interfere with the media. We will get journalism. We be to say, then when they look at it, look at the role where Sierra Leoneans play this time, where every Jack and Jill, they write and send nonsense on social media compared to years before Madam View came inside. Social media, they always need. I am living in America here. I'm still a consumer of news. We don't report about America. We don't write about the president because we have ready-made design institutions the way they inform we. In Sierra Leone, the president killed them. A few months ago, he go get a $100, he go get a $20,000. I don't know the equivalent. $20,000, I go get it. I get the video, I get the pictures. They will
How
come
much?
and check out. Huh? No,
How much?
he get the journalists, the NGO group, how they call it, the association.
Large?
He get it. Slash, correct. He get it that money. And so it's a bribery.
For a
Then
whole
the bribery
institution of that stature, then go give
Mhm.
na $20,000. Sure, not cheap.
Well, yeah, they get that.
They are cheap.
So
They are cheap guys.
Well, the point here, it's not hidden. They make that ceremony there. We all see how they get video. So the point why they say, Mr. Jallo, if Madabio or any president will they come,
Mhm.
they allow the journalists there to play their role. Now, Salone, you go see very few people that will participate for do this thing. So, we not blame the one they don't make. All the role they play, now space now will feel. There's been a vacuum. We were consumers of news. Now, they make news in the wrong way. We not they consume anymore. Like I say, so when you say within now Norway, with the knowledge and background we get, how much time we get for the go after government? Now, no, because the institutions they the way they make. So
We don't get time for that now.
you see now. So
Because the guys do what they have to do.
because
If
the
anything
government
is
will come to you,
wrong,
family.
if anything is wrong, there are credible civil society movements
Yes.
or institutions where they
Mhm.
pick up, they rectify. I'm not so me and you, they go talk about that.
That's why I've been talking about civil society. How do you call it? State institutions.
Yes.
Now the pillars. These are the pillars. When you come, somebody they see the president, they make a budget. Any year they get a budget. This budget could they get national budget.
Mhm.
They outline how they will spend this money, how government will make this, will do this education, blah, blah, blah. They don't make up. Then parliaments don't. Then the civil servant they take over. Now we see the first thing first. We not get a department that they control their money. They get a single account. So now the president no more and whatever they be now they decide. That's one problem down there. Now they also here we get what we call administrators. When they monitor department, them government department agencies how they spend money. In Sierra Leone, we get one where they call the auditor general. This auditor general, government for even the presidency for hug them, if for please them all the time, because you know what? When ministers they give them the budget, the money for spend, president okay know how that thing they go until you get an independent body, auditor general, you go check. Let you see the health. Now they see the health of the government departments and agencies. Then he reports with no bias. Then the president for Ghana, you know, say, only when they give that man. Use am o. Na so use am. In Sierra Leone, the president they vex. You know, one let them took my managers there. When our ministers or this, how did they spend the money? When our taxpayers' money, and they need for go for disgrace the auditor general for certifying himself. So now, what it could be my role as a private citizen? I would write. You see how social media don't become a tool for let we write, we as private citizens, because now the government not doing role. State institutions, they know they do their role because the president don't interfere. And so ordinary citizens them, now make them go. So the essence, like you said, is not to educate the public. Now to go after the government. And then they go after the government in a way where Sunday, not to be, they make any sense. But who that creates that problem, Mr. Jallo? Now the government itself now create a vacuum. We don't have journalism, slash don't exist.
And
like
who
before.
is the government in Sierra Leone?
Well, we as we know that is the how they in government. We have two institutions. I mean, two authoritative thing we call political science. Again, institutional authority and political authority. The institutions will be political parties, and political authority is the government in office. So there is only one political authority in any country, government in office.
Okay. And who does the political authority answer to?
Well, Mr. Jallo, I go back to Norway. You understand it?
Mhm.
Because he answerable to the people. Now make good life daily.
Why?
To us, here's the thing. That's where the problem is. To us, the government of the day, where for be servants of the people, then they can be nafas system. They don't care about the people. So, tenderly. I mean, if
Always a tendency
yes, sir.
for political authority for behave like fascist.
Of course.
This is where the principle of separation of power of Rousseau came up. In Sierra Leone, one thing they lost focus on, and let no one give excuse for that. With a lost focus, say, government now the three arms of the state plus the people. The legislative, the executive, the judiciary, and all of these three are answerable to the people because sovereignty belongs to the people. It is stated in the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Chapter 2, Section 5A. Sovereignty belongs to the people, and the authority of governance is derived from that and from this document. You see, Dr. Toure?
Yes, sir.
If Sierra Leone reach the level where it reach so, we can blame Madabio until thy kingdom come. Madabio has done everything wrong. We can blame him until thy kingdom come. But for us to ensure that this stops, we therefore stop for partition the problem of Sierra Leone and tell all those who are wrong that this is what is wrong.
Well, are they really well, let me Jalo able put this in the minds of Selena because the reason why I say this, I don't stop you, sir. Now Salona see, then they defend wrong with wrong.
Yes, which is stupid.
So now let's say they don't keep this guy with Salon passport. When a diplomatic passport. And you don't get anything to do with APC. Now, my baby when the Mother Bio in mouthpiece directly, they say the State House a media director, this man get the bold mind for what talk say for right. And he put on a social media say, well, them accept their passport now from APC time. Okay, we know in the United States as a citizen, I get my passport 10 years, now it take. In Sierra Leone, it's 5 years. So let's say, and he quote, he said from 2015. And if not from 2015, I will see how way that in there for expire, now 2020, right?
Yeah.
And now, Mother Building in Governance 2020, were they aware, if that's the case, assuming, now true what you talk, are they then be aware when they renew that passport? And let's go to the Constitution. In the Constitution, it specifically states when it comes to the awarding diplomatic passports, then get service passport, the ordinary passport, diplomatic
and
passport.
why was that man carrying diplomatic passport and is not a Sierra Leonean?
It's not a Sierra Leone. And whether they approve, now the president for no. Even if the man when an immigration boss, it just go process him. So the president know exactly whether they carry them children. And so which means at 2020, where I believe say, as Madam you also believe in government as a continuity, the people they say we not get diplomatic passport, we be just do business. We not say they related to the APC before. If now APC been get this, nobody know they will be carry passport and send the woman that you will sign, like carry back once now APC. So, but the thing why this is so is that I don't want for vote that far for justify, but I'm just saying for let them defend almost say not to the give that man passport, we to say now they go approve, and they go say now APC time. So they are in the yes, sir.
I believe say nothing they call gaslighting, not so.
Oh, of course, yes, I know.
There is no way that man for carry passport from 2015.
No.
Any reasonable mind will understand administration, etc. Not go believe that.
No, but now that is it.
That is a nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That is a nobody.
It become a 5 years.
Listen, Mister, let me tell you one thing today.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody being head of state or being in the office of the presidency does not make him anybody.
No, I'm just at the try for wrong for wrong. Now this is
yes, but the fact of the situation will get forget the people of Sierra Leone for understand this. Not to whose office the person occupy matter.
Yeah.
Now the ethical and moral truth behind how the person they operate and talk, now it matter. As far as I'm concerned, I go tell you this for free. 80 to 90% of the people calling themselves politicians in Sierra Leone, me, Mohammed Boijalo Jambore, I not get regard for them. They are nobodies. Not to money make you somebody. And if even you get money, not to you well to you work for a stolen state fund. Okay? So not use that for gaslight me or patronize me. I would only consider you as somebody if I have a judgment about your moral and ethical competence and capacity. So that's why, in fact, I don't discuss them on this platform. They are not relevant to me. What is relevant to me is how do we make Sierra Leone a better place for every Sierra Leonean? All of these guys can go to hell and to see how beautiful Satan is. I don't care. You understand? But the fact that that man they go talk say now 2015 then get a passport. You know till they point to? They point to gaslighting, inefficiency, plus. Why I say this? Every passport issued in every country has to be recorded in a database. That database is not there only for renewal of passports. It's there for you to cross-check who carries what and why. If somebody has been carrying a Sierra Leone diplomatic passport since 2015, you took over in 2018, you could not pick up that somebody is carrying a diplomatic passport who is not Sierra Leonean. Don't come and gaslight us at this time. So before we begin tell them guys here say, no, at the council, I'll finish. I know we're not they argue over this. I they give the correct fact. I have been a public servant before, both in Sierra Leone and in Norway. Okay? But no man for can tell we that now. Tell we say, what did they tell we? Not lie. Then they tell we back say, our government, our political authority does not operate on efficiency. This will get for make we ordinary people they understand, say, when somebody can't talk to you, try to see the truth from the lie. This is all misuse and abuse of social media. Now they talk about today. The misuse and abuse of social media is some people, because they are in offices of authority, feel the way they talk, everybody they take them as gospel truth, then they come, then can't talk, then crap. For not for me. Maybe I know better than your boss how to run a country. You understand? We therefore, as a people, we therefore come out and begin correct things. Because I will tell you this, and I'm saying this. If this way of doing things, this modus operandi continues in Sierra Leone, the next election is going to be a crisis.
Of course, it will be a crisis. Of course.
And some of us don't want that. You know why?
So
you know why? I want you to allow me to finish this. You know why? The greatest damage done to Sierra Leone in that last stupid war, it destroyed the psychological fabric of the society. Any war now, they destroy Sierra Leone forever and ever. Any war now. Then nobody not feel say, let's people go profit. Now lie, they lie by yourself. Society It's a psychological animal. If that part of society is absent, then society does not exist. Go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you. I'll get some. I'm gonna put this in chunks. First, the reason why I gave you an example, now for I just bring in the dangerous part of what they happen at Salone. I make I be bring my better one. But everybody will all come out. We all know the time frame for passport and Salone at 5 years. So it could very impossible. So even is speaking nonsense. On the other side, on the other hand, sorry, I get for understand say it get an audience with the speak to. And then if we further move on to that by extension, we don't see a lot of people they don't come use the same thing where that man say a different way for say, that man said me don't get their passport now from an informer. So you get an audience. So long not dispute that fact.
That's light.
People. Yes. Well, it play. It really
yes.
work. It work. It work.
It's misuse of social media.
Yeah, it work. Well, misuse social media not being come for say it can be an ethical medium or media system. It not being come for that way. This demand the way bring this thing up or we interact, we share something, but at some point it don't become something a tool where people need to use for satisfy themselves. So that's not the dangerous part of media. But at the same time, you also educate the public. Which is sad, the point we bring about the situation as Salone going forward to next elections. I see a very dark side of the 2028 elections because what me understand, me know is if you go by historically, the population demographics in Sierra Leone, which you point, the northwest of the country always get the majority of population as Salone. Most of the thing the women they do, and also if they say that they make elections by what they say, the parties they come, the potential they for say SLP, they ever win genuine elections, and we don't hear that talking. So
well, then Chairman don't talk, please.
The problem where they happen, the problem where that will happen is that there's been a lot of evil where we don't observe, don't see, we don't come up from Mother View. And Mother View at this point, he's in a hurry. The government, they're in trouble. And I can always describe them as a government to be to say they're bankrupt and they on life support. And so he obvious quite recently, people who work for him, we Kai, we been full immigration, we go give that drug and enforcement area. That man the top lane just say they have no resources. We see director of social welfare, we there for rehabilitation. He said the something. He said the same thing. So then government officials them one don't begin talk. So here is the situation. You look at the director on sports, they say even the tickets them for give players and go play, then they take them from people. Right now, the SNPP government they not courts, they know they pay. Then players them because the stadium no good, person they go play in another country. Now then they just they go and take money.
How long they will take for it to that stadium?
Well, so they see all now where they have to so this Gallo. It points as a government we don't fail, but then they put a brave face, then they lie, use social media, lie. The biggest problem challenge we will get going forward is that Mother Bio no say the suffering of people that they go through, no matter how Salone people are full, if they say let them go vote today, Mother Bio then they full the SNPP today. The problem now, they don't recruit so many hardcore, mambu them, then they swear. In the country side constitution day, it is swear say APC know they sit on a power. So in election now, we go do everything for deprive them. And a constitution day. And now they believe say they get the police, they get the security, and at the same time, APC is united, they not unite, so they would able to do whatever they feel for do. That's their mindset. This just goes to the point where he say there's a history of Sierra Leone. Who say we don't get war? We be to say the people them that war they still in at the mindset. That war no end. Mother build them. I mean, the way they end that war, we will study conflict. We know how the war end. Them just put normal things them. Who lost families them? Nobody no can talk to me for say, hey, when I saw when I this, then just sit down, they bring you and then go inside and do what they get for you. The pain still in at the people their minds them. Then Mother you come, they can't hurt people then. Now they go You know what? Let them arrest them. Let them arrest him well for the corruption, for the chief, for all what they do. Then they go all out now for state, manage, let election come, where they will still get somebody who they can protect them. That's the problem. What's going forward? The next 3 years, people will continue for suffer. The next 3 years, hardship will get for dinner Salone. The next 3 years, suffering will get for day. When I see in terms of I do something related to UN and environment, I see what you then talk about Salone in terms of the suffering, the hardship. People then they sell them, host them, then they sell them, land them, then they sell them jewelry, then they sell them, close them, and still suffering day. The percentage of suffering at Salone is so boku, whether it goes to poverty, it goes to hunger, and so still, you see, then I want to make I itemize them, I talk about them. When they begin to see a change in Salone in 2026, Madam Bio, they will get for worker in a work, they will run after. It will happen at Salone. And if he force for let be president, where he don't bring Mambu, he don't bring this guy, where he don't make us chairman, so when they be, he not be one of the Kamajo. This man would put chairman. That Batilu, he was a Kamajo. He been having the end for go and kill people. They know about that. He know that. Almost happy. They don't put him. They don't put Farhan, where he left in position as a whole clerk of the office. He said they can't fetch for the APC not win election. And he did brag what he do for the APC lost election in the last 2023. I believe say they underestimate the power where God gives to the worst living thing where God creates a human being. Where human being Tawa and say go do bad, he go do bad. Then they underestimate the people them. While they do all suffering, hardship, job no they push don't they, drug don't they still want for leave. That country there, I see a dark side for 2028, sir.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think APC has the capacity to win election in Sierra Leone?
Yes, I do. And if you allow me, I will even talk small about that.
Go ahead.
Yes. Well, I do because, first of all, the time and space, which side APC executive function now and the last time is different. I see action in the current leadership of the APC more than before. I see then they bring control by the APC in terms of determining the party for the first time, just like APC, SLPP. SLPP now gets a political representative for flag bearer, the last convention, because they decide and they manage them. This time, APC, they do something very similar. Would that would be a flag bearer, it would be a running mate. It's no longer going to be like a Uti Biaku Samura. Where Samura, he and Chef, no, they even talk. Chef, they call Samura. You know, they pick phone. We know. Now, all video Samura. You know, they pick phone.
Let me answer about APC.
No, so I just talk. So now, what I say, there's being this, what is that they learn a lesson. Or say the one that will lead the APC party, they will never be like the one that before. The second part is that they also they go towards when they go towards this convention. There's a process, lower level elections and everything. They put a hold on it for control systems. Then I see a more vocal APC leadership now than you ever did before. We're able to say then they check the brakes on anything and make sure say then it will bring people together more than the last time. We'll not see somebody who will lead this party like Alfred Conte the last time. We're able to say it crossed the side of the opposition. Madabio and the one the way put so. They know full well this current this current leadership of the APC party is ready for win the elections. And they know that. At the time, they know that. That's why then they recruit people, then we be to say, then they come for make threats them. But then threats that not the work. So there's more control now at the APC than before. I see them they decide more than they decide before. And people in the country, they oppose when they say they decide. And I like that. And I believe, say, once we get somebody who will be a flag bearer for the elections, the whole of the APC globally, we would collect resources for support the APC party. We would campaign. We would
by resources, what do you mean? Money?
Financial resources, number one. You will see that. It will happen. This is not the last APC leadership.
Is there the management and technological resources?
Management, technology, and everything. We're going to support this party where they get. You see, with some, they see, then they go after their flag bearer like before, right? It's determined to us for say that infighting, they know they again like before. We are all hanging out. We know they look, hey, Jagaban, this Richard Naso, it been a CN last time. It's not happening now because we want to win it.
It was happening as recently as June, July.
No, you see, let me give you a clarification. See, Dr. Samura, we be to say that the biggest challenge we dey na the APC. I can tell you, if na the chimney, we go talk am. We go tell the people and say, Samura not going to put food on the table.
So now they talk about Samura, sir.
No, you asked me a question, sir. I'm talking about how they strengthen the APC for you. And we they make sure say the one way people like give you example, Dr. Samura, if you come for level, say, see what we know about him. For let it not be a factor. Let APC lost elections. I swear to God, we'll do that. We will do that. So for them strengthen the APC party, we to say, if you know one win election, you know one stand election, they get for give out. And young people them, where they make sure, we'll go after them. All them want them, where they make sure. And we know they call names. We will call them, we will go on social media, we will call the names them, and we will so let them even they target them. We're gonna do that. Yes, sir.
By your comments, the APC is not yet ready.
No, APC is ready. I will tell you, APC is ready. The circumstance where they are in position. Yes, sir.
Dr. Ture.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Listen.
When something is destroyed, you don't use the method that caused the problem to solve the problem. Samura should not be the issue of APC.
Let me stop you.
They come. You cannot stop me, sir. Big. Allow me. Please. Please. Yeah. You are talking to a matured politician.
No, I understand, sir. I know.
Somebody who was elected in the Kingdom of Norway.
Go ahead. Let's focus on Sierra Leone, sir.
I know the Sierra Leone politics because I was there up to 1998.
Times are changing.
Mr. Allow me. You see, this is the problem with Sierra Leone. Everybody sabi you and not listen. The unity in the APC party cannot be achieved by publicly vilifying each other. There is no Jesus Christ in this world. Everybody is wrong. Just all accept we have been wrong. We find a quiet way. We sit down. We talk to ourselves. We negotiate. We accept who is wrong, who is right. Then we move forward as a team. If the APC continue for the blame and complain, Madabio has all the upper hand to win the next election. That's as much as I can say. The APC needs to sit and reconsider whether Samura don't do wrong, whether I continue for they do wrong, they gaslight people. That should not be the issue now. The issue now should be, how do we bring all the factions together? Those sit down quietly, everybody accepting fault, we move together, we eat and drink together, then we win the next election. But if we not continue to blame this, blame that, every dog has his own bono. Everybody gets your own political base. Then go gaslight, then support us, then the objective will not be achieved. This is a piece of advice I'm giving to you. Okay?
Well, I want to say something we don't.
Go ahead. I don't.
Well, first of all, I want to let you know, say, one of the very, very stubborn, and I'm not here to say something, but somewhere I work with her, and I'm not afraid for begin talk about her, and not in a way for go vilify her, for say he's a very stubborn man. He wasn't ready to be president. And when that's how we say for call him and talk to him, I can assure you, hey, then they call him. This man, if you know him, is not ready to be president and he's not ready for something better kind of the APC party. I did talk even before I said I did talk and just because I know what we talk. I know in private what we talk. For advice and say, listen, the country is bigger than everybody. The party is bigger than you. This man, there's never been any accountability. If you let the party go bad, something go bad, you they come here for apologize. That's the first minute when they say you know win election, and you give your position for say I can still be in or I'm coming back for let us support, but I not go act because of family or whatever. They talk to this man. They people and don't talk to this man. He's not ready. And so what I'm saying here is that it's not like a vilifying somebody. I'm saying we go talk to people. If not the man then they grab the DBN or let the APC not can through samurai influence. What if they don't do harm? Where you know will come, let you say, for the sake of me picking them, for me family them, for the sake of the suffering, the push or whatever, let me get a change of government. If you not do harm, we go talk to people and say, you know, they put in a table for anybody. And the one the way go make, even if you not be in a parliament, you not be now government. For let you even come out Salone, go work I come. Now people are not get that minded because when you go, I know possible where they Salone right now. What I talked to yesterday. If you describe, I say don't talk back, say impossible. They say, you know, even one kaya. You know, so I know what you will talk. So if we still continue to forget this, someone in your wisdom, you don't enjoy his life, you don't work for every government in this world, every institution, then you know able in your own wisdom, you know able to don't let's say, you know what? In the interest of what the world, if you're a godly person, it go sacrifice. It say, let me not be a problem to the coming. But besides, I believe that there will be a very concerted effort from from people for come together and make this APC win elections. As far as the division concerned, we know there are a lot of things that they go, but the world will be surprised to see how the APC will come together. Everybody will be surprised. I am so optimistic, better than I've been today. What I've been deeply involved, and how we're gonna involve. I believe the APC will win the elections, 2028 election. This division within the CISO, there are a lot of uneasiness when they take place now. Salone people and go beg, let SLPP come out. It's going to happen. If Madam Bio say they rig elections, no, that will be trouble for
Now, one thing I know,
yeah.
the people of Sierra Leone may rise up not because they have sympathy for APC.
No. You are right.
As a matter of fact, the people don't have respect for APC and SLPP at this material moment. The APC has a tougher task to get the people of Sierra Leone to respect them again. Because the people of Sierra Leone are very much aware that the 2023 elections were not conclusive.
No.
Okay? The people of Sierra Leone are aware that the APC has a division in which politicians within the party then get them disinformants them, whether they call bloggers all over the place, whether they cause mommy cause, whether they cause daddy cause, whether they cause goat cause, etc. You see, there are times we underrate the capacity of our people. Now, I make ask you that question, say, if the APC ready for win election.
Yeah.
And I make I tell you back, say, if the APC continue for vilify each other publicly, they are going to lose the election. Because una go create voter apathy. People may decide, okay, voting for Bila B will not a vote. And the people may decide on another action for regain power. The APC get more task for unifying self, not that alone, but also for regain the confidence of the electorate so that they will get the entrance legitimacy. Okay? And for do that, the first thing for do, that for make the public know, say, all this infighting done, we all don't come together, now we all they work as one. That they begin build the public confidence.
Mr. Dalo, can I just say something quick?
Yes.
You know, say the next election, the next convention, then they go choose a new executive, right?
Yes.
And so I believe, say, the party will get for choose an executive, we go really, that's my hope. And I don't begin with 1 or 2.
And they need for do that as early as possible.
Oh, now next year.
And that convention, they not for involve getting a flag bearer. They should postpone flag bearership.
Yeah.
If they say that they go get flag bearer on that convention day, it create more disaster for APC.
Why is it so?
That human nature being what it is.
So from your opinion, I know why.
Human nature being what it is. With all the people who they contend for flag bearership, if the APC go now and get a flag bearer, another disgruntled Jama will rise up. They may not come direct publicly to discredit the APC, but they will do it through surreptitious means. We go and bug the APC in chances. That was what made APC lost 2018. And they give all the factors. And they give all the factors to make APC be careful. SLPP then go to the convention, not to so. Then separate them from flag bearership, not to so. You think Senator Chris then Chris? SLPP organize. I want the APC know that. They organize. You know what thing they do? And then they do it step by step. APC now, for February now get.
Mr. Gallo, everything we say, I support. And for the time frame for the flag bearer for Sudan, that one day, I think say therefore let the people and be more mature. But I don't know what the constitution says. I don't know if the
constitution never go tell you say the day we now they choose executive now for choose flag bearer.
No, but that's why I say I don't know if they get bylaws for towards that. The thing what you say not true, because you don't forget an agreement. Now because as far as the APC concerned, and we get two people then when a challenge, Samura Kamara and that guy Sam Sumana. Now,
when you have your new executive, that should be the first task of that executive. Getting these two people to come and work together with the party. You understand my point now, not so?
You see, like a lot of time people are when they choose for their leadership, for letting able to understand themselves, just through a marriage of convenience, and I make problems that happen later. Because people are not mature enough together, not age-wise, but just within the institution where they work together, understand each other, know how they go, and that's the difference than the way they happen now the Western kind of democracy. So that's why they are supposed to.
But even in Western countries, when they do election for executives of them political parties, not only day then they get the candidate for run for the head. Then they take another date for that. You understand? Even though in some countries, the party leader, especially in parliamentary democracies like in England, the way then they choose as party leader automatically is the incumbent for run for the prime ministership. But within the period from that when they do the election day to the time when election they come, the party can likely find somebody else. Because then they do research, then find out who that get the best political currency for make the party win the elections.
Let me just tell you what you have to do. The Conservative Party of England, right? That Nigerian lady,
I read them yesterday. Now I say, well,
the woman come with his own in Nigerian background. I mean, everything black, this that, and you know, say there are other people they be if you notice all of a sudden. Then they try to forget elections again for camp. They say, this woman is a bit trouble, but will not feel say she's the current leader.
She doesn't
No one
want
like
the
leading towards
political
election.
currency they want.
Yes. So that's what you say. But then your system, then your system is so I don't know how to call them. They get with them how they organize themselves. Me, I don't know. Basically from now to the convention, which they happen, which decisions they don't make. But I did wish the guy talks so, they get a special time where they dedicate for let them go choose the flag bearer. However, the resources, because usually according to the constitution, for choose the delegates that they come all over the world. That's what the constitution say. They're all for president. Do they have the resources for let all man come back for a second time for can't choose the voting self? Is that how it's gonna be? I have no idea. But would they look forward and see? But, what you will get for happen? I don't know.
You see, Dr. Ture,
Yes, sir.
the political culture in Sierra Leone, in both APC and SLCP,
Yeah.
it is on free fall because there is a disconnect.
Oh,
You notice how the disconnect?
no.
The politicians have overgrown their role. They feel say they don't big past the society, so they not for respect the people they wish. The two main political parties in Sierra Leone don't care about the people they wish.
Now the people they say cause Mr. Jallo.
How?
Well, Mr. Jallo, I don't think say somebody where they come out. They come meet me in the village.
Mm-hmm.
He say, "Pa, I want for consent for that be MP.
Mm-hmm.
I want to support me. They already do support him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to the people in the village. They all come together and support me.
Mm-hmm.
And that person day, when we help him go, and he not care about me, no one. We see how they ride good motor suffering day, no one. Until when the election time, 5 years later, I come back. And people and they come back.
And couple again and cook big on my
yes, bring the rest by rag, the cancel by prep, they bring tomatoes, the dollar. You see how the people and they're ready for die. That moment they're ready for die for that man they back. If they bring people back, fence with them. They come back here, say that if you kill this, it's Jallo. But they begin to answer back. This is what's happening in Sierra Leone. So the people they say they're responsible. That's why I say this matter view. What do you make a fashion? I can talk about them. I understand probably now the APC too. Matter view in your own wisdom. You don't get nothing we do for Southeasterners. When they get the craziest side for them. Other than for look at say in a cultural way. We are one people, we are brothers and sisters from the Southeast. We for join hand for support to brother or sister, whether it's bad or good, we don't care. And we don't even care whether a country they would call Salone. But we want to be inside Salone. That's not the thing, Andy.
I wonder we spend time where we discuss that.
Yeah.
But another we politicize them and blame you.
No.
I know the reason why that's the happen.
Okay.
And I want to say the Southeast has always been victims of their politicians. The Northwest, the victimization in politics is not as thick as it is in the Southeast. Why I say so? In the Northwest, the politicians and they try for do a little for help the people them. Whereas in the Southeast, the politicians now they do nothing for help them.
Oh yes. I know for somebody tell me he say it go It go deep zimmy or something, but I say, he said, "Bo," he said, then people they not
Mister,
try.
Awale allow me to finish.
Yes, sir.
There are certain myths in Sierra Leone where Awale will begin debunk them.
Hmm.
When the APC was in power between 1968 and 1992, if we take stock of all the people that were don't be ministers within that time, most of them were Southeasterners.
Southeasterners for please the normal.
Well, it's a matter of pleasing. It's a matter of these were the people who readily had Western education that we misjudgingly feel say is the means to building up our society. And so therefore, because of that educational ratio, they had the upper hand to have more offices in government. 90% of those people in the SLPP who are saying the APC destroyed Sierra Leone, they were party to that destruction.
They were part of us.
The next thing I will tell you, in 1964, the plan for Bumbuna Hydro came up. As a matter of fact, the plan for Bumbuna Hydro was drawn by the Sierra Leone Development Company who been the mine iron on Lonsai, what they call Delco. Delco had done their survey on the Tonkolili iron ore deposits where then Chinese they mine today. They no say magnetite ore they have decided that okay, we will develop a process wherein we'll train certain people for get technical skills. We go build an hydroelectric dam. We go produce power for melt this iron ore. So we go export the bulk iron ingots. The project did not take off because politics and other things are inside. By 1980-81, the Chinese came in with projects to assist Sierra Leone because they want to establish themselves. They come with Mange Bridge, they come with Magba Sugar Plant, police headquarters, stadium, new building. Then they say, okay, will they build a hydro dam for? They decided that this hydro dam should be built at Dodoma, close to Canada. It was not decided to build Bunguna because at that time, Shaka Stevens and those in power saw the need for begin develop the East and the South. Look at Sierra Leone. The other side we get Bank of Sierra Leone office, Nakenema, not too sure. But you will be surprised that even with all the effort for that part of the country, the politicians they will come on at that part and they go feed them people and say APC hates them.
Let me.
And they can laugh finish, Mr. Ture. Laugh finish. Mr. Ture, I'm not saying story. I'm not a talk story. I know the politics of Sierra Leone. I know the politics. I want the Sierra Leoneans then listen to this. I'm not here to support a political party. Both the SLPP and APC can go to hell. They have not helped Sierra Leone. Okay? Because Stevens did this. They took this dam construction to Kenema. Other things came, they took it to those parts of the country. But these guys who were put in charge, they misuse them. Under the last regime, then they will build a road from Kenema to Kailang. That road for go up to Koindu. Has it been completed? No. What I'm saying here is to tell the Southeasterners that their brothers and sisters in politics don't have any wish to help them. They're there to use their people to make money for themselves and their family. Because culturally, now this is the part we have to take note of. Culturally, The Mende culture say, when somebody don't be chief, you get for obey him. You do bad, you do good, you for obey him. Which you cannot find in the north. In the north, you're not leader, you do rubbish. How long they come for you, they will beat you. You understand? So the cultures are different. Now these people, they know they understand them feel say, because APC been in a power, the culture of helping people now part of the northern culture, the APC was doing more for the north than in the southeast. But some of us know the project that we are taking to those parts, which were misused by the very people. One of them was Minister of Economic Planning. Even at that time, he could not use that office to help his people. Why are they say this? Are they say this because I want let Sierra Leoneans know the truth? Let politicians stop from misuse and abuse the people of Sierra Leone. If you ask me, we're not there against APC, I'm not there against SLPP, but we'll get for tame them. The wild animals, we need for tame them. If we not tame them, I swear to God, if Jesus Christ can't sit on a state house, so we know the better. Over to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much, sir. They send you one thing where I've been carried with me, I always get them. Me, I believe in one thing. If I do, I don't believe somebody for bully personal, but if you do me good, I don't go back forget that good day. Now the time to talk about here. You know, Sierra Leone in history, are confused. And the people that they undersweat them with that colonial mentality, we create the divisions the way in a Salone, it affects the populations, the people of Sierra Leone, especially South Africans.
And educated people, we don't confuse the people.
So the people then, when we know the British come, they favor the Southeast because they are the people who welcome them more than the Northerners. And so because of that favor, we they favor them, they're able for basically return the favor by allowing them or getting certain things them before or ahead of the North. And I think that colonial mentality, they affect the Southeasterners, where they pass this thing from generation to generation. In this America, you know how many people away, not to even to be only bar chimney, will get qualification, high qualification, how many local we get degree them from the north, then landed and pass back. But we know they worry for power, for go run a salon. So then they still think say we learn better with this. I send you one video. This video I sent, and throughout the period where the war be happen, will take place. This Kaila outside, then people go take, then Guinea and go take, so then take day for it. Yes. They went there to protect their place, there there's no cross. Because, very close proximity to Liberia. Now, they live there. And this place, Kailan, was a forgotten district. Kailan was a forgotten district. Where BC, there was a time where now Guinea, then they go buy and sell their produce. And then at some point, they use even Guinea currency. I don't send you the video. These people, they were left out and forgotten by Tijan Kabade.
That's how okay. Tijan Kaba before Tijan Kaba.
No, I did just as recent now. Now, where an escam, these people for going to Kenima, they say for go Guinea, it's shorter for Camp Kenima, where na inside south. But an escam, it changed that narrative by turning the attention to that side. It don't make Kamalo Road. Look how Kamalo don't chant for Gosanda. It look Kabbalah. It don't really what is Kabbalah. It go make that place because I believe say it's Sierra Leone. And those people, they matter. After when they look how they make development, they see say, now if so deteriorate, they need for safer. And I get videos more than this will show Kabbalah and what they say that place. And when you look at the people and talk, how much they appreciate that moment today for support the APC. And when they make even the other elections, they see how they support the APC against the SLPP, when Madam will be mapped in 2012. Now, the Southeasterners, a lot of them, they were aware, but they don't care because they believe, say, hey, this not to them do. Now other people they can't do, and they don't care. They don't say, chop them for you. The problem here is that some of we to say, we get politics now, we want to enter Salone politics, and we enter we will not leave our communities underserved and not work for them who gain our politics. Then we'll go work for people the way to say they're not grateful.
When by the time now they go into politics, we don't solve that problem.
No,
the solution is there, Dr. Toure. Dr. Toure Sierra Leone is going through transition.
Of course.
And the solution to Sierra Leone's problem is decentralization, efficient decentralization.
Okay.
It's not an issue of APC in power helping Kailan. You don't help, it's your job. Just decentralize. Get the districts or the chiefdoms to have an administrative capacity, let them plan their own development, then provide the funds for their development, then make sure say they monitor the use of the funds.
I just get an issue with that. What do you say so?
There is no issue with that, Dr.
No,
Toure. America is highly decentralized.
No, I understand, but we're in a different environment. One thing I think the happen here is we get enough kind of administrative jurisdictions we be to say we just need a government way sober.
You cannot have it, Dr. Toure.
So how
Dr. Toure? Dr. Toure.
Yes, sir.
The Sierra Leone social psychology is the problem of Sierra Leone. And all of us have bad social psychology. If we don't accept it, if we keep pointing the problem at others.
So is it amalgamate?
You know the amalgamate.
How?
America gets counties, not
let's forget about America, sir. I know I'll bring up.
Allow me. Please, Dr. Toure.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
America get counties, then get states. Norway get municipalities, then get provinces. Sierra Leone has districts and chiefdoms, not so.
And wards, then get wards as well.
They go to ward level. You are talking politics, I'm talking administration.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking administration.
I think saying that structure they the type of talk about.
Allow me, Dr. Toure. Allow me.
Okay.
Dr. Toure.
Yeah, go ahead and listen, sir.
Sierra Leone gets the country, we get provinces, we get districts, we get chiefdoms. We are the key administrative units them within the political economy. Every chiefdom, every district in Sierra Leone has a mineral and other natural resources from which they can profitably get revenue to administer the chiefdom. When you have a proper governance system, you decentralize the country maybe into 2 or 3 tiers. Norway has 3-tier system. We get the national government, we get the provincial government, then we get municipalities. The municipalities you can look at as you look at your chiefdom. Okay? Each chiefdom can effectively administer itself, take care of their needs, if they get the proper administrative system, we'll go ensure say there is the provision of resource and the utility of that resource without people misusing or abusing it. Then what thing that go do for Sierra Leone? Every chiefdom go use them, picking them whether educate, whether they be engineer, whether they be lawyer, whether they be this, then working at the chiefdom, then build the chiefdom because there will be more moral and ethical obligation and involvement.
I don't got you. I want to listen to you know that if you go and if you go Tito of former Yugoslavia. I said Tito, that's what you say. The people so hate themselves. It's nice, you know what? We can live together, but we're different.
Yes.
The begins in Serbia,
Yes.
Yugoslav, the Bosnian Muslims,
Only want people to manage them.
Oh no! Did you hear the Bosnian civil war? Where that exploded?
After Tito. After Tito.
Oh yes, because So how do you? Would they create? Whose president would they create the model where they make? And how long this will hold? It would be like Bosnia.
Dr. Toure. Dr. Toure.
I don't know, sir.
Kenya is using that model, if I can inform you. Kenya. That model where they talk so, now in Kenya adopt in 2010, after them go very close to a civil war. And then they use so today where they help them move on. That model where they talk so, they borrowed it from the Nordic model. Then customize them for fit their culture. In Sierra Leone, the first thing we'll get to understand, the name Sierra Leone convey different meaning to different people from different parts. Dr. Toure's understanding of Sierra Leone has more moral and cultural attachment to a region and place of birth. When you decentralize, you allow Dr. Toure for go work now in your own place. All what he wish for doing life for make Sierra Leone better, they put another impact there. So they create competition. One thing decentralization get for bringing a Sierra Leone, they take out political impunity and create competition. SLPP go there, APC go there. But now SLPP na Kailaun, what they fed for using cacao and gold resources for make Kailaun better. You not get time for listening to SLPP from Pujao. He said, you go tell and say, go make you place. So decentralization is the solution to Sierra Leone. If we don't want that, then we are the problem. Because now centralized power, now create all the problem most Salone they suffer from.
No, well, you come up with that. This is a very and when I can talk to people and I can look at when they begin to push this, I say, how we will fix Salone? And I can always look for join you for talk because you always try for how do we move forward for Salone. This is now one example. I support that. It just be say they begin from a leadership kind of way, then the communication therefore come up for how we go able to reach that level there. Because Salone and if we come together and believe say this country, nobody no go boast anything for say you place better pass we place anymore. Yeah, because if we say now the east, we say corner and get the northwest. The resources where they I mean the northwest.
If we decentralize, the people of Konobo get more benefit from them.
Then more benefit to themselves. And again, if you go at the north, we get diamond, we get gold, we get bauxite, we get how they call it.
And people will benefit from it.
Benefit to benefit.
And you go to the south, put down, then get diamond, then get gold.
So
then get woodtide, then go benefit. You can western area, platinum there, fishing resources there, tourism there, then go benefit.
And so what you talk so, I think the time we talk about how we manage the resources for many local communities,
Yes.
where inhabit the areas.
Yes,
That would be a
exactly.
good model. And so if the bringer maybe Naya will say we get the counties and we get city like how they soon the cities out. They allow them people there for raise revenue. Not to federal government, they collect taxes with restriction of the income, where they make federal pay with the pay. But it comes to taxes and everything. And so they use those resources for take care of schools and other developmental stuff. So now it's a good model. It's a good model. And it just happened how we were able to come together as a country.
Well, now the citizens they get for create that awareness. See that is
Yeah,
you want.
Yeah.
Even offense to the politician, they no want that. You know, Tindu, they will see it that they are going to lose because they want that control and power over the resources.
Well, like I did talk to
Look like Mother you go to Adina Putloko, he go talk to Adongi 40 billion. It's full because told you it's your money, it's Putloko people's money.
It's not true. Well, that is just somebody where is so backward in thinking.
No, please. I mean, they may not cause her. That's what we all they think.
No, think so because one thing, if you, I be always shocked at say the money you as a politician, the money we spend not your money. You don't even need for president say the president of the
people the money.
Now the people the money.
When decentralized, one of the things we they do, it even involve the people in contracting, mining, agricultural companies coming to develop. The people in the contract and they do them for suit the economic need. Then they do have for suit the environmental and cultural needs. You understand? Then the revenue from those economic activities, you get a way where they distribute them. The chiefdom gets your own percentage. The district gets your own percentage. The province gets your own percentage. The balance they go to national government. And what in decentralization they do for the country, the government no need forget a big staff.
Let me tell you on the current why this year we propose this good thing we propose so a good. Let's begin first for now for say how many mining companies they would Salone from 2018 to today. Where if you listen to even up to make them, where them go to parliament for letting approve them. Because as somebody where people say I study the environment, I do research at PhD level on the environment and policy implementation. When you look environment, if people like your body, you know, will just take net you cut them how you want. You will suffer. Now so the environment day. And then part of the USA will do so. The land it belongs to the states, and everybody get responsibility for protect them. Now the West, I don't know if I lie you, which I talk to. So in Sierra Leone, then they go dig the land, then they pour land. They're not able to do agriculture work.
They're not even consult the people.
Yeah, they're not consult people. But now the groups are where they come. I get videos and I get pictures of Moyamba where they go kill the boys where they kill. I get them. Naya on my phone. Why? Because this company, Chinese company, where they bring Moyamba for go mine at that place, they promise the people royalties and also other developmental, local developmental, make them. They didn't do that, and then they destroyed the land. So when the young people, this happened like 2 months ago. When the people and grab, they didn't kill them, and so the companies they don't ever go to parliament. Now they can grab back. They know they pay salaries. Why don't they pay? Because there is no industrial agreement. You know, the Minister of Employment or work or whatever, I just go to parliament and sign and say we come. Assuming you tell them go to parliament, then they ask them questions. We have what we call environmental impact analysis. This analysis was impact what is you mining or this you feel they can't get at the environment, society come.
How will they assist the people then for some poverty?
They come to the people.
How will they take care of management of the environment sector?
Correct. For protect them. And we have what we call in also in talking about the what we call a land reclamation, because this land, it has to be reclaimed so that they can practice agricultural activities. Like Kono, they get one of, from time immemorial, they never grow the rice when they eat, like the north or other places they live. Always the import, because the land is always mine.
And the Kono soil is very fertile.
And so there is one thing where they at the clause for say, when you look at EPA recently created or before or then after, they talk about land reclamation, but they don't reclaim the land. So that affects agriculture. But let's go to the time where this is so important, the dialogue. The people where they come, they always get one philosophy, say, anytime when they want go, then go just say, well, say, or they want to want pay again, then which they pay, and say the price of them product there, they don't count the world market for this. I believe, say, the devil they take you ten way friend and see yourself. Now they kill you. I arrange with these people in parliament for say, we want to know your financial help. How much money we gonna bank? We can get for come in case resources then become for say them price or whatever. Let we know how you pay the people before you float again. The discussion already take place because whatever you they just go and sign and pass. I believe say this thing will bring so it's a very great, it's a good thing. But when they sign, they don't even bring the sober people the landlord they negotiate from people like Magboka show. I think they get a radius of about 7 miles. Nobody know the mine, nobody know the no private activity except the mining, the Chinese with the mine. All that area they under the mining. The land people they don't lose some. That water they don't lose some. Now then it's straight. Yeah. So all these things where
and do you know why the Chinese are mining gold?
No, Mr. Jalo, I will send you something.
I said, do you know why the Chinese are mining gold?
Because not to gold they get other minerals.
Let me say the other minerals. Do you know why they are mining gold?
Now. Me I they talk by action. Let me send you something. Let me see. They have small dirty.
Dr. Ture.
Yes, sir.
Do you know why the Chinese are in Sierra Leone mining gold?
Well, I know able to.
And do you know why gold price is going up globally all the time?
Oh, $4,000 per ounce right now.
Do you know?
It's not exploitation, Mr. Jallo.
No.
What did they did it for?
No.
We're not to forget exploit.
I want you to listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
We are moving fast to a dual global financial system. The BRICS bloc are going to have a system that will run on the gold standard. China is the headquarter, or is going to be the headquarter of BRICS. They are buying gold like mad because their currency is going to be backed on gold standard. Go and find out what I've told you.
No, well, I understand. It's not like a policy, kind of a global policy right now for say the big.
There will never be any global policy anymore.
This is not just something on my way. Intuitively, it's happening. How they think they want to understand it.
The way Donald Trump they do for make tariffs, they make it a create tariffs. Now for slow down the development of the BRIC financial system. I make it a charge China all the tariffs, but that is going to be counterproductive at some point. Anyway, that's a topic for another day.
This is great.
Countries in Sierra Leone, because we get idiots and ignorant and they run with country, we are now pawns in the global game of the new financial order where they come up. But that makes some of who they talk on social media for educate the people and let them know what they don't know. Because for where everything is happy-go-lucky, bright and beautiful, life is not like that. With people them, we need to assist them intellectually, let them grow and stand up and use their resources for developing themselves. That you call politics na Sierra Leone. a big setback to the development of that country.
Well, you see, Salone politics, Mr. Jallo, this now then sets the people in backwards because they just come to exploit the people in. They give power to hustlers. They give power to people.
We all the educated class will take responsibility, Dr. Ture.
Well, no.
Madam, you know you've gone for go take power.
No, well, let me just say something.
You know you've gone for take power 2018.
The people of Sierra Leone, they go for blame themselves big time.
What? All of us.
Yeah, they go for
we
blame
were
themselves.
at the diaspora.
No, some of
The one that we in a Salone. We get for take blame. You know to make we all for take blame. Before 2018, I was very quiet. Not that I didn't know some of these things.
I wasn't quiet.
I was very quiet, so I take that blame.
Me. Somebody there by then all day, na Salone. They wake me in the morning. I say, you make them can't kill me or left Mother Bio. Just came from America right now.
I mean, before Mother Bio came to power.
No, wait.
Before he came to power, some of us went quiet. Dr. Ture, let me inform you. Let me inform you today that way back as 2010, 2009 to 10, I set out on trying to inform Sierra Leone about the dangers of what is happening today. I even wrote a screenplay that has not been made into a film, going with the title The Palm Covenant, because I knew there was some plan that the APC was not properly organized enough to stop. Before 2018 elections, I was in a WhatsApp group where I told the people, as if una allow Mother Bio for win election, una go swear the day una damn the hour. Then delete me from the group because I said that. Because not the face truth. Dr. Ture, I know things about Sierra Leone because I worked in Sierra Leone. I would not go into those things because some of them may be contributing to creating chaos. And I'm not party to chaos creation.
Let me tell you what I said the other day. I don't know if you don't see her. And I know they apologize for saying the truth always. I know what you said. I say Sierra Leone, I just paraphrase because I don't see the post itself. I say, I make a known say, I say there is no country like Sierra Leone, a country with the strangest people on earth, a country where people kill their fellow citizens to enable the most dangerous and wicked people to continue to destroy lives. Sierra Leone is a country where people hate progress and development while they admire other nations. And you see, and I always they say the day, because if you make one statement earlier, say, if the parents, if not the north, now do something, now they go follow.
Yes.
They can forgive them. We don't have that in the southeast of the country. And people, whether people in the class me as tribalists, I say no. I have come from a very kind of dynamic point of view. I want Salone for better. I want Salone to succeed. I want progress. But the day with the southeasterners, they come together and they look at their brothers and sisters at the face and say, you know what? Salone big pass we all. Like how people and they go after Anes, they go after Yansane, because they don't care about nothing commodity. They want the way baby and SLPP. Let's as APC, let's assume say the party based Naindi. You don't have that. You know,
it's not part of their cultural makeup.
Well, so that's why we have a problem, and we have not got as strong.
It's not a problem. We can change it, but we have to use patience and power of conviction for changing it.
153 years of suppression from colonial rule and 65 years almost of nothing, of independence, nothing. How long are we going to do this? So
Rome was not built in a day.
To me, I believe, what we believe in is that we need for get a very strong opposition where they come and build up, because these are the talk. When I do global stuff, then global politics and everything. One thing we identify is that from the 1940s, where the Second World War ended, up to the time when they celebrate and so, you understand, there was a period up to 1989 where we see, relative peace, more than after where the Berlin Wall fell. That's not one. The second thing what they say is that the powers, the way they fed themselves so, no matter how somebody bones are calm, they talk whatever, they are afraid of making the first shot, with the exception of the bully lower groups, because they know when you talk about the notion of this, the principle of nuclearization, where people can't get nuclear weapons, and everyone, it creates some standards which just affect nobody. And we see even the bipolar system where it exists. So when we look at that, we are not saying Sierra Leone Olma for get ammunition for faith, but we need a very strong opposition. We be to say, if the other party knows say this party is powerful and they get a base, each other will get to behave for themselves, because say next time we can't bully people and will vote you out, and people can get that education. And that's what we need in Sierra Leone. That's what I believe say, if the APC become a strong party, and then build a political kind of support within the party, because I know other things the way I will say them, but I not go and say them out. Because I know if I'm the leader, that's what I would do. But I don't want to say this out because they will interpret me in other way. But I believe, say, the SLPP succeeded in doing it, I will do it. But I not cause anybody, and go affect the constitution, and I will tell person say you never come back to power like I didn't talk. But I will do things. Will be to say, if I want to come on a pass, they will make the say come. We need you. I know how to do it, but I know they say anything right now.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have a wonderful evening, sir.
You see, Salone go change. I want to let you know that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, APC, SLPP, Contofili, we go put you now under control.
Well, we the wait, sir. Because we go
Saloma say they need a third force.
No, well,
Adekam, allow me. You are thinking the same way that is destroying Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Anytime I open my mouth for talk, allow me. I'm seeing things that you don't see. We are going to have a third force. And that third force is not a political party. It's an organized and credible advocacy system and movement where governments, then they come, where they tell them, say, this is how we should run this country. Good night, sir.
Mr. Jalo, please repeat that statement. You say the third force waiting.
It's going to be an advocacy, a political advocacy movement made of a small number of Sierra Leoneans with ethical and moral currency, where politicians will say, hey, you sit down under the tremble. America then get to them, not so?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, my civil society.
Now that's when I not get civil society in a Salone. When I get arms of political party, they like on self call.
Well, I'll be answering something, but I know Alex say allow you, so I will let later. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I was involved since 2016 actively in the politics. And what I find out is that if you look at the history of civil society in Sierra Leone, there was a time where the West foreign aid and debate on giving to government. And there came in, they say, okay, advocacy become internationally, UN, whatever, say, we need local groups then for come up now because one channel aid through them. And they approve it. And at that moment, and the Skroma be in office and they allow let people form. Now make they even get slang then a Salone.
Well, Slango was there before Anesco, man.
Well, it's not in the way how it been there before, and it's modernized the system. I know I put out the system.
Slango was formed sometime around 1985-86. Then, when they encountered this DDR, Kanja say because he was involved in Slango, he transformed Slango into a money laundering apparatus. Maybe when an esca, maybe try for change, I'm small. Okay?
Yeah, because I would say then try for make them in a more which is a way, modernize them, create the laws, they become part of a bigger entity towards the constitution of Sierra Leone for allow the citizens for do stuff them and how did that say. Now here is the problem. I believe say in anything what they do, they run business, they do anything, the monitoring aspect of things is very important. Because under Anesi knows these groups where the civil society groups they were formed by SLPP. The one or two will get at least a link to not like that more they stop them all. We might have your council. Then they so book they say hundreds of them. These are all educated guys. We come on, they go form the NASA. They all now the SLPP, now the NASA gets them. And so and they just fast forward. Like the idea we bring, so very important to get a thought first. But let it don't be like the one who Beyonce because the fella they all
Dr.
the
Ture,
signs, all the wait for me no more like NBC. Wait, sir. Because as good as the idea where you get so, if na Salone they operate, you understand? You for no say it's a very difficult country in terms of the people who be to say I don't form an NGO, na Salone employer and a Sierra Leone from criminal business. So I just want to tell you say the NGOs what they say the civil society groups they will be this. These were surrogates groups then when our politics 1998. So the question is, as somebody who don't get one academically, I know, and also I don't form you. How soon it will get a third force? We not will be like the one they trade, so that one they just get for put into consideration when we recruit the people and
not everything they're talking at it.
Yes, sir.
Dog dream me left nine belly.
No, well, I don't know.
The only thing is from Sierra Leone operates properly, we therefore use the Charlie Kirk approach. And that's much I would say. Okay?
Yeah. All right, sir. Well, thank you so much. Nice speaking with you today.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Good night, too.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye. So, Fambulde, Muna, thank you. Sammy, Kamara, by Sam, Ali Yusuf, Alkuya, Dauda, Fode, Legend, Abuman Sare, Red Shop, Okuruba, Kwan Momo, Dalsan. Ona, thank you for can listen to the small nonsense what they say. A lot of the nonsense here will get for build the sense. So I encourage you now. Would I not be ever subscribe it, do so. If you don't subscribe it, for share the platform. Here we discuss Sierra Leone, not politics. Yes, we discussed lengthily with Dr. Tuya about APC, about SLPP, but it's not the politics we are concerned about. It's about how to correct some of the nonsense where they gone. And I think we get and clearly say, here we are not partisan. We look at the issues. Whoever has to carry blame will carry the blame. If not that will make to my not talk to me, save me not to impart again, fine, go. Me not care. And I get nothing for lose. If person they keep me malice because I tell you true, fine. If you hate me because I tell you true, fine. If you say because I tell you true, the friend way for kill me, fine. Because at the end of the day, I get for die at any rate. You can't kill me. Maybe not true that I've been marked for pass. Anyway, una subscribe, una like the channel, una love build this platform, and do ya. With all the people there who they come, una feel free for the comment if una no one call. If you want to call, let's have a conversation. Let's discuss, because doing that, it instigates me for think and come out with a lot of things. Like if una listen with me and Dr. Tuweb in the talk, we had a lengthy conversation. We draw on several things. I even say decentralizing Sierra Leone is part of the solution. It's not all the solution, it's part of the solution. But it's going to be a key solution. We will minimize political violence in the country. Una lo wake up na Sierra Leone. Lo look at solutions. If you say they blame, me what she don't so I get blame. And me don't accept so I get blame. Lo we all accept we blame. Lo find the solutions. Una thank you. Una good night. We go meet on Wednesday.
We pledge love and loyalty to the country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we Salone. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. This day I don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. But this day I don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to the country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We Salone.
For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, Gaman Keraka, Gaman Koneka, Gaman Keraka, Chamucham, Gaman Honika, Kaipom, Gaman Koneka, for the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. And they go and they beg, then come and shake. The people that they gen. Then I go and shem. They make me go to chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future, forgive them by scripture. They make me go to chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them by scripture.
We pledge love and loyalty to the country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone. We let we Salone. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we Salone.
We Salone. We like we Salone. As in no place like home. I like it, I can talk them, I like it, I can fight them.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos. It's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past. Who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.